Serpentor triumphant? The Joes must fight wars on two fronts as Cobra Island and Springfield become key battlegrounds in the war with Serpentor. But Destro has his own plans. There are 6 factions in this ongoing story: Cobra Commander, Serpentor Khan, Revan, Destro, Zartan, and of course G.I. Joe. Suddenly, Serpentor Khan and Revan are working together, but Serpentor is looking to double-cross Revan, while Revan aims to gain full control over Serpentor Khan's zombie army. Destro and Zartan are enemies, but could possibly form a new partnership. Cobra Commander is against everyone. The G.I. Joes are monitoring the different alliances forming and disbanding, waiting to make their move. With many moving parts, all these factions are looking to see who can double-cross, get on top, and eliminate their rivals. Presented by Skybound Entertainment, distributed by Image Comics, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Volume 1, Issue 307. Low over Cobra Island, Revan is requesting permission to land. As you know, Serpentor Khan is upgrading his zombie troops with Revan technology. Serpentor is trying to double-cross Revan by gaining control over his forces, while Revan is trying to double-cross Serpentor Khan. Serpentor says, tell them they have permission to land on the runway. Revan has come to demonstrate their new bomber. Serpentor says, if the bomber meets our requirements, we need Revan to commence production immediately. Serpentor, uninterested in formalities, wants to know the aircraft's capabilities. Revan explains the entire skin of the plane is embedded with active radar disruptors and is completely covered in radar defeating composites. This aircraft is virtually invisible to every type of remote sensor and has IR baffles on the jets. As Revan opens the bay doors, the bomber drops bombs vertically rather than horizontally. Serpentor Khan is pleased and asks, when can you deliver if we order more? Revan responds, we have a production plan outside of Baton Rouge, and since we are only making internal alterations, we can begin delivery in 2 weeks. Remember from last issue, the assembled G.I. Joe team consisting of Wetsuit, Molto, Agent Helix, and Muskrat have been deployed to Cobra Island to infiltrate Serpentor Khan's headquarters and gather intelligence. The Joes observe Serpentor Khan and Revan having a meeting about a long-range stealth bomber. This information needs to be communicated to Duke at the pit. At Camp Greer in Utah, Duke wants to know what Helix has to report. She says, looks like Serpentor Khan is buying stealth bombers from Revan. They've been modified with vertical audience dispensers and other updates. Duke figures out Serpentor Khan is going after Springfield. Serpentor has been informed that there's an encrypted signal emanating from beyond the tree line with a satellite link in operation. Serpentor orders send out a motorized task force to track the infiltrators. If they are found to be G.I. Joe insertion team, I want them captured alive. I will personally interrogate them. Serpentor then dispatches a full motorized task force to track down the Joes. As the motorized task force tracks down the Joes, they activate 2 enhanced BATS battle android troopers to capture them. Everyone has received the coordinates and is converging on the Joes' location. The Joes hear the incoming artillery and abandon their comms quickly, diving into the dense bushes to evade detection by the vehicles. Rockets fly across the bushes and trees, creating chaos. Their only chance is to head for the beach and dig in until nightfall, knowing the Vipers are under orders to capture them alive. In the mess hall at the pit, Duke informs Dawn that her parents are probably dead, reminding her of the incident in Springfield where her parents were gunned down in the car due to her interactions with them. Duke says, I know words are inadequate in a situation like this, but now that you have our deepest sympathy and we are behind you all the way. Dawn blames herself, saying it's my fault. I should have gone to their house. I shouldn't have involved them. Psych Out says you couldn't have known. You can't blame yourself, and we have no idea what went down at the traffic stop. All the Joes sympathize with Dawn Marie. Scarlet says, Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, and I want you to know that we are here for you. Back on Cobra Island, the Joes are returning fire against the zombified troops, but their bullets do little damage to the enhanced version. Realizing this, the Joes figure out the visual receptors are the weak link of the zombie versions. They then focus their efforts on taking out the visual receptors of the zombified troop. After taking out some of Serpentor's troops, the Joes secure an escape vehicle and hop on to make their getaway. Suddenly they find themselves with company. Agent Helix grabs a laser Viper's weapon and uses it to take down more of the pursuing troops. There are many moving pieces in this story. Back in Springfield, Cobra Commander questions how a simple traffic stop could turn into a bloodbath, referring to the deaths of Dawn Marie's parents. He laments that as long as Moranos were alive, Cobra had leverage against Dawn. Now with that leverage gone and Dawn being one of the most dangerous ninjas on the planet, he fears she will seek revenge. Suddenly, Cobra Commander's attention is diverted by surveillance reports revealing that Serpentor Khan has acquired stealth bombers from Revan. This new development does not sit well with Cobra Commander. All 4 Joes now have rides. Muskrat has taken down another zombified trooper to get his own vehicle, with Helix jumping on the back. Using her laser-modified gun, she managed to take down a Hiss tank, providing a team with a brief moment of respite. The Joes made it to the beach, initially thinking it was a good plan to wait until dark. However, they quickly realize they are exposed with no plans to hide. Serpentor Khan, frustrated, demands, "Why are my orders being carried out? I want those intruders brought to me immediately." The zombified troops are not exactly obeying Serpentor Khan's commands and continue shooting at the Joes on their ferret ATVs. In Scotland, the fake Zartan Baroness and Destro are skeet shooting. Iron Grenadier has a private message for Destro. Destro asks Iron Grenadier why it's so private that it cannot be discussed in front of Baroness. Iron Grenadier responds, indicating that the fake Zartan is the issue, not Baroness. "This is not the Iron Grenadier. It is the real Zartan." Zartan says, "The problem is the dope ganger who has been impersonating me. I suspect there's an augmented bat upgraded by Revan supporting Serpentor Khan on Cobra Island." Destro says, "I was aware of the imposter from the moment he arrived. I saw it as an opportunity to feed this information back to whoever sent him." Zartan says, "It seems Serpentor Khan is moving against both of us. Would you be amicable to an alliance of convenience against this mutual foe?" Destro replies, "Yes, let's us talk about that." Back on Cobra Island, Mamba 9 launches the 2 upgraded bats. They descend through the sky with bow ties on. As they hit the ground, they appear out of nowhere. Again, this time from the ground. The modified bats lift the ferrets up in the air. As the Joes hit the ground, they are either writhing in pain or knocked out from the impact. The bats report intruders, incapacitated, waiting further orders. All the Joes are down, with the modified bats standing on top of them. Next, prevented by Skybound Entertainment, distributed by Image Comics, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Volume 1, Issue 308.